What's good, people? Welcome to my video here. And in this video, I basically do the comparison between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots heading into this weekend, because this is going to be, no doubt in my mind, a great battle. Like, this is a team in the Jaguars you have not expected to see, and I'm going to show y'all people why the Jaguars are where they are now, and compared to the Patriots. Of course, the Patriots are defending NFL champions. They won Super Bowl 51. So they're fighting for a chance to return back. You know, Brady's basically fighting for his legacy right now. He wants to retire, winning 6 rings, because New England would love to have a chance to tie it with Pittsburgh. Okay, that's the goal for Tom Brady. He wants to get New England 6 so they can be tied up with Pittsburgh as the best franchise in the NFL. Okay, no, there's no, like I said, there's no coincidence that they're there. They're just one of the best franchises in the league. I give the Patriots their respect, but this Jacksonville Jaguar team is a team that's never won an AFC title. They've never won an SB before. So they, like I said, to me, this Jaguar team is hungry. So we're going to compare stats for now and see. These are the numbers that I follow. You see, I don't bet like that. I don't look at the spreads, because spread teams always cover the spreads. Okay, betting is not what's going to influence these games. These numbers shows you what teams actually did on the field. These show you the performances. See, it's all about a team's performance is what's going to win them the game. Okay? So if you want to know how to make a safe bet, you got to follow all this here. Okay? Yeah, Vegas going to make a spread prediction, but Vegas is not always right neither. There's a lot of teams, especially in the playoffs this year, that did not cover the spread. So I don't know why people believe in that, but that's on them. But anyways, let's just look at the comparisons right now. See, obviously, this Blake Bortles is having the best season of his career. Okay, his yards is 3,667 with 21 touchdowns. Okay, 315 in completion. Tom Brady, okay, 385 completion. Okay, look at 581, 4,577 yards, 32 touchdowns. Okay, of course, I expect nothing else from Brady. All right. And then let's look at the rushing. Leonard Fournette. 268 yards is 140, average 3.9, 9 touchdowns. Dion Lewis, 180 carry, 896 yards. Okay, averaging 5 yards per carry, 6 touchdowns. Okay, as you see, the running backs, they have a better running game. See, the key to winning this game is time of possession. You see, the Steelers didn't have great time of possession at all. That's why they couldn't, they couldn't manage the clock well. To the person who commented on my video, why the Steelers lost. Now you see why. It's a major difference. Look at this, man. 1,040 yards. Okay, he was averaging 3.9 came with 9 touchdowns. That means the Jaguars offensive line was setting him up to make plays. Because yeah, Blake Bortles took care of the air part, but Leonard Fournette was able to score in goal line situations. Because they didn't really need, like I said, they really don't rely heavily on the run game. It's a balanced team. But then you look at Chris Ivory, okay, 112 yards, 382, and then you look at the 3.4 with 1 touchdown. Look at Chris Ivory, another carries it low. See, when you have a good run system, you're gonna be able to make it easier on your offense. Mike Jelsey, 104. 383, 3.7, 5 touchdowns. Okay, so they're pretty much balanced here. Both teams got a decent running game for the most part. Okay, but Leonard Fournette, man, he's basically balling. He's another one having a great season. Now let's look at the receiving yards. Okay, let's look at that. Keelan Cole, 42 receptions, 748 yards, 17.8 in average, 3 touchdowns. Gronkowski, okay, 69 receptions, 1,084 yards, okay, averaging 15.7, and you got 8 touchdowns. I don't expect nothing less from Gronkowski. Same thing with Brandon Brooks here, okay. Like I said, one thing about New England, they're a good passing team. You look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, Marcus Lee, okay, 702 yards, 56 receptions, 12.5, 3 touchdowns. Allen Hurns, 39 reception yards, 484, 12.4, 2 touchdowns. And Rushbrook, of course, only has 1 touchdown, but these receivers are not doing bad. But you see Amendola and Hogan, this lets you know that New England's the better passing team. So that's just what it is. But knowing New England's DBs like Jalen Ramsey, it's gonna be kind of hard. Like I said, Tom Brady got his work cut out for him this weekend, definitely. Because as good as these guys is, now you're playing a tougher team. The Jaguars are not the Tennessee Titans. See, the Tennessee Titans don't have a good defense at all. There was, like I said, they didn't keep Jason McCourty at all. Like New England, that was just easy for them. But the way Jacksonville was able to beat Pittsburgh shows you what time it is. So now we go look at the offensive comparison. Okay, see, like I said, this is what you need to pay attention to. Total yards per game. Jacksonville 365.9. Whereas Patriots 394.2. So not too far off, okay? The Patriots not beaten by a huge margin as total yards per game. And you look at the passing yards. Now, of course, Patriots gonna have a better passing game only because of Tom Brady's a better quarterback than Bortles. But still, Bortles puts up 224 altogether for 276. So it's still a huge margin. But like I said, defense, like it's number 2 defense. Okay? The Jacksonville Jaguar defense does can limit you in the first half. Okay? They can, like I said, they find ways, they can't create turnovers. Okay, if Brady can't find a way to break this defense, then this doesn't even matter. But look at the rush yards. So the key to the Jaguars winning is going to be their rushing game. Okay? New England has a problem with defending against a good running team. A team that can really pound the ball. New England's defense is actually not that good as far as defending the run. But he rush yards, 141.4, 118. So as y'all can see, man, Jacksonville's the better running team and New England's the better passing team. Now let's analyze this matchup fully. So we got the offense comparison now. Now we're going to look at defense right now. This is going to be more important, okay? Total yards game allowed. Jaguars only allowed 286 yards, while New England allows 366, okay? So this is just the defense comparison. Passing yards game allowed. Jaguars 169, New England 251. Rush yards per game allowed, okay? Both are close, 116 compared to 114. Points per game allowed. Jaguars 16.8, New England 18.5. Third down conversion. Jacksonville 33.6, while New England 39.4. So I can see, you see who has the better defense. Jacksonville, okay? This is the number 2 ranked defense versus the number 1 offense. Anytime you have a number 2 ranked defense versus a number 1 offense, they basically coincide each other. They can cancel each other out. So basically, this is going to be a good old chess match. Yeah, New England got a slightly better offense, but look at the defense right now. And see, those that know about Tom Coughlin knows that he's basically builds his whole team around good defenses, okay? This is how Tom Coughlin was able to win the Super Bowls he won against New England because of the defense. Not giving up, 366 yards. His lineman is able to get to the quarterback. Now, Tom Brady's obviously not doing that well right now. He has picked up injury in his hand. And he's going to have a long game ahead of him. He has his work cut out for him, this weekend. So now you see right now, it's the best offense versus the best defense, okay? So obviously, even though it's going to be a lot of money on the line, I can tell you the best team is going to win. That's why I got to show you, man. The team who wants it the most is going to find a way to win. Now we're going to look at the schedules right now. Now let's look at Jacksonville right now. Even though they're 10-6, I'm going to show you, how hard Jacksonville had to work. Let's look at this right now. And just let y'all know, too, that this wasn't the only time Jacksonville defeated Pittsburgh, okay? I'm going to tell you how far back I've been watching football. The last time Jacksonville played Pittsburgh in the playoffs was in the wild card, okay? 2007, all right? Even though Ben Roethlisberger basically tied the game, Jacksonville was able to survive that. Maurice Jones-Drew came through in the clutch. Mercedes Lewis. They had Byron Leftwich, Fred Taylor, okay? Jacksonville survived them the first time. Like I said, this ain't the only time they played each other. They even played each other back in the 97-96 season. Okay, I told you, man. In each of those meetings, Jacksonville was able to come out on top for most of it. So that's how far back I've been watching. But see, how many people out there that's saying the game is all betting influence knew that actually happened? See, a lot of people don't watch these football games. So just look at this right now, okay? Now look how many people that is. Look at that. Tyrod Taylor. Look at this. Let's just go down the regular season. Let's just look at the scores right now. See, then this is just regular season. Look, blew out Houston. That's a divisional game. They lost to Tennessee. That's a divisional game. See, the Tennessee Titans didn't have. Actually, see, the Titans didn't have a bad team. Okay, but look at Blake Bortles, 233 yards in that one for 92 yards. And this one, Leonard Fournette had 100 yards in this Houston game. I want to show y'all just how good they are. This is New England has to face right now. Look at that. Baltimore 7 points. Jacksonville 44 points. Look at that, man. I want y'all to see this right now. Look how many y'all talking about. See, somebody brought up the Ravens right now. Look at this, man. 44 points against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I understand the Ravens ain't been looking too good, but come on now. Jacksonville Jaguars don't never beat the Baltimore Ravens. Look at that. Blake Bortles, 244 yards. Alex Collins, one receiver. Look at Alex compared to Alex Collins, only 82 yards. Marcus Lee, 65, top receiver. Jacksonville, I'm telling you, look at that. Look at Bortles. Now we go on to the against the Giants. This is the Jets. Okay, of course the Jets won that. I'll give him that. But Josh McCown, 244. Okay, so he lost to the Jets. Okay, the Jets is an under 500 team. Okay, that was an L. That was the first loss. But look at the Pittsburgh. Look how they bounced back. Now, see, I want y'all to pay attention to this right here. See, everybody think that game was scripted red. Look how badly the Jacksonville Jaguars beat up on Pittsburgh right now. Y'all need to go back, go on YouTube right now, since a lot of you on YouTube, and go look at the highlights. Look at the way Jacksonville beat the crap out of Pittsburgh. I want y'all to really look at that. And that's when James Harrison was still on there. That's when they still had Ryan Shazier. It was during that week. Look at that, man. And yet y'all talking about like the Steelers supposed to go to the Super Bowl. They're going to play New England. Look at this. See, if the league was really scripted, do you think they'll allow Pittsburgh to be losing to a Jacksonville Jaguar team that's been a disappointment over the last 20 years? Hell no. And Big Ben had 312 yards. Leonard Fournette had 181 yards, where Antonio Brown 157 yards. Jacksonville won this game because they found a way to get stops. Okay, I told y'all this. Jacksonville's offense is able to put points on the board. All the Steelers were able to do was get a field goal out of it. But yet none of y'all trust the Jacksonville defense at all. Y'all still don't respect them. Okay? This just shows that all this proves that Jacksonville is just a better team than Pittsburgh. And before I continue, man, like I said, the Jacksonville Jaguars, this is just their time. Jacksonville Jaguars having a run that's no different than the Seattle Seahawks back in 2013, 2014, where everybody thought the Denver Broncos was going to beat the Seattle Seahawks. They had a season just like this. When the Legion of Boom was established with Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Richard Sherman, okay? When all those guys were established, Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, you know what I'm saying, came through in the clutch, and Seattle had a good season. They had games when they was blowing teams out, 30 points like Jacksonville is doing now. Just like it was Seattle time back in 2013 through 2015, this is Jacksonville's year. And look how many people are all in these games. I guarantee you, wasn't no bets going on at all. I'll tell you, man, the people in Vegas didn't originally even take Jacksonville. Now let me continue right now. Okay, look, they lost to the Rams. Rams is a playoff team, 27-17. Bortles 241 yards. For Leonard Fournette, 130 yards. This is still pretty good. Look, no, those are the top performers. LA had a good running game. LA had a good defense. Now look at Indiana. 0 points. I told y'all Indiana is garbage. The Indianapolis the Indianapolis Colts trash. And yet this is a team y'all picked to go to Super Bowl last year. Okay, in Super Bowl 51, y'all picked them to go in there. This is it. This tells you how much these idiots know football. They don't know crap. I told y'all they was trash. Look what happened this year. And Andrew Luck got injured. He has a broken shoulder, dislocated shoulder, man. When everybody thought I was a fool on this and that, I must know something about football because they're trash. This is the reason why their head coach just got fired. Okay, the coach just lost most of their coaches, and a lot of their head coach is gone. They lost a lot of people, man. It's, like I said, Andrew Luck didn't even play. He was hurt this whole season because of dislocation, but they're trash. They didn't do nothing. Look at that, 330 yards. Okay, so that's a trash team, all right? They had a bye week. Look at Cincinnati, okay, under 500 team, 23. But look, just look at that. Look, Chris Ivory. When have you seen Chris Ivory do anything? Okay, like he's on there now. Against the Chargers, okay, 2017. That was a close game, but they still got through. Cleveland, okay, of course, Cleveland sucks. I ain't gonna talk about Cleveland. Arizona's actually respectable. Okay, I think this is when Adrian Peterson, you know what I'm saying, he basically got traded over there. See, the Saints had AP on their team. I want to make note of that too, okay? This is how good the Saints was. They had Adrian Peterson from the Minnesota Vikings on their team. The reason why they let Adrian Peterson go because they had number 41. They had that young rookie who was playing much better than him, was more efficient with him. Peterson was only slowing that team down, okay? And I remember I made a video. I talked about him earlier in my videos. Adrian AP is not the same self anymore. Look at that. Adrian Peterson, I know, puts up way more than 79 yards. Adrian Peterson, is at the end of his career too. He's broken down. He's not the same Peterson no more. That's why the Saints didn't want him. He didn't fit in. And the Saints still was able to make the playoffs without Adrian Peterson. Since RG, the chosen one, put so much praise into Adrian Peterson, called him the Purple Jesus, look where he is now. He's not even on the Vikings. And this is what's crazy. The Vikings are actually have a chance to go to the Super Bowl. And they're going to do it without Peterson. Again, man, like I told y'all last year, I know what I'm talking about. I know my football. Okay? Again, I told you, man. And looking at, for those last year who said Frank Gore, look at Frank Gore is old. Look, this shows you just how old Frank Gore is. I told you that in my other videos. Frank Gore ain't going to help nobody out. Frank Gore needs to retire. That's just it, man. Frank Gore got to retire, man. That's just it, man. Look at 61 yards. He's done. The Colts need to release him. They need to start over again. They don't need to keep Frank Gore around. What is Frank Gore still doing in the NFL? I really have no idea, but this is just terrible. I told you, man, Colts are basically done for a long time. Now let's go down. Now I want you to look at this game, okay? Look at this, man. Look at 30-24. This is the reason why Seattle got frustrated and started trying to fight Jacksonville after the game, because look at this. Seattle has never once in like the last 10, 15 years have never lost to Jacksonville at all. Matter of fact, in the last 5 years, since Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch, and they had Javon Curse and Doug Baldwin, since these guys came in for the Seahawks, but with the 2 Super Bowls, they have never lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars at all. This is why they were so frustrated. And then Russell Wilson had 271 yards. But look at Leonard Fournette, still 101. Leonard Fournette's been consistent most of this time. Still, as good as Russell Wilson was, he wasn't able to beat this defense at all. This is how real Jacksonville is. They beat Seattle, who was a respectable team. And that's another thing. People in Vegas had Seattle in the playoffs too, until all these injuries start happening. I told y'all, man, injuries affect the game. Injuries are not fake. They happen. Okay? It just happens 2 of the Seahawks players are having problems with neck injuries. Like Chancellor has a neck injury right now. It's going to be hard for him to come back next season. Okay? This is why they lost. And still, Seattle still put up 24 points. But because the Jacksonville Jaguars got a defense that's actually able to create a turnover and create a stop, this is what happens. Defense wins championships. Again, Houston, man. Houston didn't have Deshaun Watson. And that's another thing, too. People really had Houston, too. I know, man. People put a lot of faith in Houston. Look at this, man. Houston didn't even show up at all. Look at where's Houston? Okay? Y'all took Houston even last year, man. Y'all said Houston gonna do this, Houston do that. The analysts all had Houston. Now you see it was a disappointment. Now they lost to the 49ers. Now this just shows you what time it is. Now look at this game here. I want y'all to see this too. And this was first back to Colin Kaepernick. Now, the reason why the 49ers were able to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars because of Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy G from the New England Patriots. You see, if I want y'all to pay attention to this right now for you Colin Kaepernick fans. For the guy here is wearing a Colin Kaepernick on his icon, the comment on my page. Look at this shit, man. Y'all put so much praise into Colin Kaepernick. I remember last year Colin Kaepernick never beat the Giants. Never beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, excuse me. The Jaguars right now, when Colin Kaepernick's playing, in the last 2 years, they never defeated him at all. If this was Colin Kaepernick would never put up no 44 points against the Jacksonville Jaguars at all. This is all because of Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo came in during trade deadline, late in the season. He's already won 6 games for the 49ers. For all those who said, oh, Kaepernick is this, Kaepernick is that, the 49ers is trash. All of a sudden, the 49ers ain't trash no more. And look at this, man. Blake Bortles had 382 yards. Okay, but look at this, man. 74 yards. And yet, Jimmy Garoppolo found a way to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, who's in the playoffs now. So what does this tell you right now? Colin Kaepernick is just sucks. He just trash. Okay? I told y'all in my videos before, I'm not knocking Kaepernick for trying to take a stand for black people, you know. Him trying to, you know what I'm saying, represent for police, try to stop against police brutality. I'm not blaming him for none of that. But the reason why he doesn't have a contract now is because of games like this here. Last year, man, Colin Kaepernick only won 1 game. Colin Kaepernick got his ass beat the last 2 years. The 49ers had to restructure his contract. They wasn't going to pay Colin Kaepernick over $113 million, and the man can't hardly win no games. But here Jimmy Garoppolo is with basically the same exact team Colin Kaepernick has and was able to beat a Jacksonville Jaguar team that was hot, okay? Y'all got to understand, football is a business right now. It's all about wins and losses. Whoever's not doing good, they're going to get replaced. Yeah, Colin Kaepernick took a team to the Super Bowl, but that was back then when you had Jim Harbaugh. That was a different team. What has he done since then? Nothing. Where is he now? Nowhere to be found. He's doing nothing. The man will probably live off his money and retire. Okay, he could probably read a book, but it's hard for him to get another contract. Colin Kaepernick should have stayed playing with the 49ers. This is Mike Shanahan. That, matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Shanahan from last year. Matter of fact, yeah, Kyle Shanahan, the one, the guy that helped the offensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. Excuse me, I might have got his name wrong. I'm confusing him with with Mike. My bad, but yeah, the guy from the Atlanta Falcons, the offensive coordinator that helped Matt Ryan become MVP. He's helping Jimmy Garoppolo out. That's why they played so good. And the Jacksonville Jaguars lost to this team. You know what I'm saying? Under 500 team. That's no longer under 500. The 49ers are now 6 games. They made over 500. That's all thanks to Jimmy Garoppolo, okay? So that just proves my point, man. People really don't know football at all. They don't watch these games. And they lost to Tennessee, but this was a game Tennessee needed. Tennessee, this game got them into the playoffs. It was a divisional rival. So, folks, the point I'm trying to make is that Jacksonville worked hard to get to where they are, okay? There was nobody in the Vegas trying to bet in these games, trying to influence these games. This is a team nobody really took. That's the point I'm keep trying to make, man. Nobody took the Jaguars at all. Nobody thought this team was going to go as far as it did. But the reason why the Jaguars went as far as it did, because they got players like Jalen Ramsey. You got Barry Church, okay? You know, so you got Calais Campbell, who's a war daddy. Blake Bortles, Leonard Fournette, Chris Ivory. You got all these playmakers. The Jaguars is a streaming young team. Most of the defensive linemen and the linemen are all first-round draft picks. Okay? Jaguars took a beating the last 10 years. There's a team full of, anytime you got a team full of first-round draft picks, you got someone like Tom Coughlin as your vice president, well, Coach Marrone, you're going to do way better than you're expected. That's just all it is, man. It's their time to shine. Just like Seattle had its time, Denver had its time, this is their time. And teams like Pittsburgh, New England, they're getting old, okay? Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, their time is up, okay? Those guys all came in 2001 through 2005. Football was played differently then. So from here on out, you know what I'm saying, for like the next 10 years, you're going to be seeing more teams in Jacksonville. Because I'll tell you, man, Jacksonville's hungry right now. They want a Super Bowl. They want to do what Seattle did back in 2013 and 2013, 2014, which might happen. Jaguars might be able to blow New England out. I'm going to respect New England. I say it's going to be a close game, but they're going to do the impossible. I guarantee you, nobody took the Jaguars at all this year. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Yeah, they're going to be underdog, but it still means nothing. New England can still beat them too. If New England, the only way New England beat this game is off veteranship, okay? Having the experience to handle, you know what I'm saying, the playoff pressure. New England is good at handling the pressure. But still, man, even Belichick has even admitted this Jaguar team is good at everything. And now y'all see why. They just had a good season. This is their time to shine. Just like Atlanta had the opportunity last year. You know, Atlanta Falcons ain't got nobody to blame but themselves. I told you, Atlanta gave up that 26-point lead. That's their fault. Defense got tired. That's what happened. Matt Ryan went cold. Instead of running ball, he want to keep passing it. That's all it is. I make no excuses for nobody. And just because of point spread, the Jaguars might not, and the New England Patriots might not even cover their spreads this weekend. Because this is going to be a hard-fought game. It's going to be tough. And these players are going to do whatever they care to do to win the game. That means by touchdown, do whatever you got to do to win the game. If they don't got to win the game by kicking a field goal, they don't going to win the game by kicking a field goal. They're going to win by a touchdown. And for the Jaguars right now, Tom Coughlin is going to have them do time of possession. Keep the Patriots defense on the field. That's going to be the key to the Jaguars. Putting pressure on Tom Brady is going to be the key to the Jacksonville Jaguars beating the New England Patriots. And this is my pick going in to represent the AFC. As good as the Patriots is, I think Brady gets basically knocked off. He's going to get dethroned this Sunday. And that's my bold prediction. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay? Shouts out to SFY Caper. He's going for New England right now. Okay? But I'm going for Jacksonville. Y'all stay blessed. Stay tuned. And again, man, like I said, I'm done with future sports. I've already proven my points, man. If y'all want to, you know, for those that subscribe to him, they want to continue to believe in him, go right ahead. But I'm just telling you what I know, man. Because I did tell y'all that the Jacksonville Jaguars did have a chance to go all the way. If y'all look at my videos, I told y'all the Jaguars is a potential team. I did tell you that. Tom Coughlin has them playing like the New York Giants. This is what the Giants should have been this season. But y'all see how that went down. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. In my next video, I'll do the Minnesota Vikings.